Hey, so welcome back to my channel. This is the video which is about whether or not I completed the bucket list that I set myself before I went to Florida. So if you are new, hi, welcome. I have just completed the cultural exchange program over in Disney World, where I worked on the Haunted Mansion. So I was there for the summer, and over the summer I had a bucket list of the things I wanted to do before coming home. It was 25? Yeah, it was 25 things long. Yes, 25 things long. So this is just a video to say whether or not I completed them. So the first thing was the kiss goodnight. Now, I did manage to do the kiss goodnight. Technically, but until the last day, I'd only done the kiss goodnight whilst working. I've actually managed on the last night, we were on our way out and it happened. But unfortunately, on my last day, it was extra magic hours. So although the kiss goodnight was happening, I did not get my photo of an empty Main Street. So that is a half tick, because I've done the kiss goodnight, but it wasn't included in a photo of empty Main Street. And also none of us really wanted a photo because as it being our last day, we had really bad puffy eyes from just crying all day, so we didn't really want to take a photo of that. So the second one on the list was drink around the world. Now I set this as not to necessarily go around the world in one day drinking around it, but to tick off all of the countries in Epcot with drinking the alcoholic beverages. I managed to complete 6 countries out of the 11, so unfortunately I've not completed it fully, but I did manage to get it's just on my list. I had a margarita in Mexico, some sort of beer in China, and a beer in Germany. It was like a Struckfringheiner. It was fruity and it was lovely. I had a wine in France, because I love wine, and French wine is just amazing. Then I had this sort of smoothie, like fruit smoothie with some alcohol in it. Can't remember what it was, but that was from Morocco and that was so nice. And then went to the UK, as you do when you're going from Britain to America. You visit as many British things as possible. And I had a cider and black, because most of my usual drinks aren't stereotypically British, and I didn't really fancy a Guinness. Although I do enjoy Guinness, I went for a cider and black instead. So that unfortunately is another one that I have not fully completed. But this one, again I've not technically completed this one. I'm not doing very well at the minute. This was a Mickey's Not So Scary. Now originally I was planning to book a day off to be able to go to a Mickey's Not So Scary. As soon as I got access to being able to book time off and stuff, I originally did book the 29th of August off. However, because I worked at the Haunted Mansion, I later found out that we got our hair and makeup done to be even more spookier for the Not So Scary. So I straight away unbooked that day off and was like, I need to work these. I can always come back and go to a Mickey's Not So Scary, but I will never be able to work them, because there was only 2 that I could do during the summer, because they fortunately did start in August. So there was 2. One of them I did work in the mansion with the scary makeup, and then I did manage to do PAC, which is the Parade Audience Control. So I actually also got to watch the Halloween Boo to You parade twice. So that was the main, and the fireworks. I got to watch the fireworks as well. So all I really missed out was obviously the trick-or-treating, meeting the special characters, and I didn't get to see the Hocus Pocus show. However, I still ticked off the Boo to You parade and the fireworks show, and that parade is amazing. So if you can go see it, see it. I had really good spot in Liberty Square while watching it, and highly recommend the parade. Like, it's insane. So yeah, so technically I did it, but I wouldn't change that. Like, I am so glad I did it the way I did. Then number 4 was eat at Ohana's at night. I did manage to do this. I unfortunately did not do it whilst the fireworks were happening. We did go at around 9:30, but I managed to go with 2 of my friends from work. So definitely recommend that. The food is amazing, and I was starving, so I managed to eat quite a bit. Then number 5 was watch the fireworks from the Polynesian beach. Now I decided I didn't want to do this anymore, because if you've ever watched Happily Ever After or heard of it, there is a lot of projections on the castle now, as well as fireworks. So, and that really does make, it doesn't make the show, but it adds to it. So I didn't really want to, if I was going to spend an evening watching the fireworks, I'd want to see the castle as well. I didn't want to just see the fireworks, because the projections were so magical. Like, I needed to be able to see those every night. So once I knew that it was like that, I decided I didn't want to watch it on the Polynesian beach anymore. So that was now a not bucket list task. Number 6, spend a day resort hopping. Now I didn't do this. I did manage to go to a few of the resorts, and we had a little tour around Grand Floridian after I did 1900 Park Fair. We explored the beach club, the Contemporary, and that's it. Oh, and Boardwalk. No, not really Boardwalk. Yeah, so that one, I am disappointed in myself, but it is hard. You can't, apart from the ones that are around Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and then the ones that are on the monorail, you then have to, it's hard to get buses to them all. So I will visit all the resorts one day, but unfortunately this summer was not that time. Okay, and then number 7 was fully complete 4 parks one day, and unfortunately I did not complete this to my standards, because my rule was at each park you've got to meet a character and go on a ride and get a photo in front of the icon. Unfortunately, the day we planned on doing this, it absolutely bucketed it down from 10 o'clock in the morning till God knows when at night. So we wanted to be able to have a really fun day and like get loads of photos taken, but we looked like drowned rats. So we just spent the day in Magic Kingdom instead. We hoped that we was going to do it again, but unfortunately it just never happened. So yeah, unfortunately that one wasn't complete. Number 8, the kitchen sink. I did not get to do that. It's actually really hard to book beaches in Cream. Like, we didn't even, like, because we were so busy, we never really had time or the effort to just go and rock up and see if there was a reservation. But unfortunately I never completed the kitchen sink. But I managed to do number 9, which I was so happy about, which was Be Our Guest. And not only did I go for lunch, I had the French dip sandwich. Oh my god, that's amazing. It was like a beef sandwich and you basically dipped it in gravy. It was so nice. And then we had the grey stuff and it was delicious. It was on like a little cupcake, a chocolate cupcake. Yeah, it was on a cupcake, and oh my gosh, it was very, very nice. Oh my goodness, this is amazing! So it's arrived, it's a bit red, and I am hoping. And then I went with my friend Sophie to dinner at Be Our Guest. Now that was insane. Like, we'd had this booked since the first day you can book it, so like that 160 days in advance thing, or whatever it is. We managed to book Be Our Guest at night, I had this, well, we both had the steak, we had a nice glass of wine, and I didn't have the grey stuff because it wasn't like a little tart, which it looked like, and I didn't know if I'd like that, so I did try the Beast's favourite, which was like this chocolate dessert, which was too chocolatey for me. I wish I'd gone for like the lemon meringue or something like that. But apart from that, it was amazing, and then you got to meet the Beast afterwards, so what more can you want? It was lovely.
Yeah, no, many people take photos in here too.
We can come to the side if you want to, 11. Better angle.
Then number 10 I did not do either. That was Primetime Diner. Whenever I wanted to go, like, I booked it and then no one just seemed interested, so I'd rather go with people who wanted to go, so I didn't do that because it is a lot of money as well. So, and then number 11, I did this one. Spend the full day at the water parks. I did that twice for both the parks, so I was very happy. I did Blizzard Beach for a full day, went on everything, and then did Typhoon Lagoon. That was more for like 3/4 of a day. I think it was there from like 10 till 3. We mainly did the wave pool and 2 of the slides. The new slide that they have, not got a clue what it's called, but that slide was closed when we went up to see it. But it was a fun day. I hated the wave pool before I went in, but you've just got to embrace it. And I had my goggles, so I was fine. And the more in you go, the less painful the wave is. So yeah, that was fun. So I'm glad I managed to actually complete the water parks. Oh, this one, oh my goodness! I applied for these all the time. This was number 12, go on a behind the scenes tour. I am so gutted I never got to do this. So being a cast member, you can apply and they can give you, I don't even know how it works. I just know I typed in my email address and hoped something would come from it. But you could go on a behind the scenes tour of the Haunted Mansion, for example, which technically I did get because I got paid to do that in my training. So technically I've done a behind the scenes tour of the Haunted Mansion. I got a more in-depth one than normal people do. But technically I got a behind the scenes tour and how it all works. So I'm going to tick that off. I've done a behind the scenes tour. I got paid to do a behind the scenes tour. But there was other people that got to do. The ones I really wanted to do was Tower of Terror and Space Mountain with the lights on. Those, I don't even know how people get them, but I didn't. But I did a behind the scenes tour of the Haunted Mansion, so I win. Then number 13, see Magic Kingdom open. I have done this both as a guest and as a cast member, so that's also winning. A lot of the mornings, if you was working, sometimes you could have been working at like 7:15 or even 8 o'clock or even 8:30. And basically between 7 and like 9, you would do rope drop. So you basically led all the people in to the park. So you saw the park open, and then you led all the guests into the lands after the show, the presentation on the castle. And then I also have done that as a guest. It was one day before work. Me and Kaylee decided to go to Magic Kingdom for park opening because it was our last day we could have spent together apart from being at work. So it was like, right, we'll just go to Magic Kingdom, have loads of cute photos, and just have a really cute morning before we go to work. So we were there literally about 5 to 9. So it was very, very late. Like, we arrived later than we planned, but we saw it all open, so I've done it as a guest. Then Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I managed to do this 3 or 4 times, but I managed to do it 5 times. So I'm so happy. Considering last year I never got to do it, compared to this year, I'm so happy. It's a good ride. It's not the best ride. I don't know why it's got such a long queue, But I've done it. I did it in the dark and I've done it in the daytime. It's really cute. Definitely recommend. Don't recommend queuing, but recommend. 7 Drops Mind Trick time! Woo!
Hello.
Hello, universe! I was so happy I did this. Number 15, Bearded Character Palooza. I was so happy when I did this. We'd literally only been there for about 5, maybe 10 minutes at the place where it happens. And then my friend Amy, she saw Donald Duck coming out and I was like, oh my god, it's happening, it's happening. So there was Donald Duck, Rafiki, Genie and Aladdin. But he was dressed in his Prince Ali outfit, so full on hat and robes, and oh my gosh, I've never seen him like that. So if you know me, Aladdin is my favourite film, so that meant a lot to me. Like, I was so happy for that one. And that line went along really, really quickly. Donald had no line, probably because you could also meet Donald at the front of Hollywood Studios, but we went straight, as soon as we happened, I was like, right, straight to Aladdin. Then we did Donald Duck and Rafiki, and oh, I'm so happy. Like, it was so good.
Oh my gosh, we've just made Character Palooza. Oh my god, oh my god. Aladdin and the Genie. Aladdin and the Genie.
Hello there, come on in.
I'm not getting too much trouble. I'm not getting caught this one.
Okay.
Exactly. How are you today? You good?
You guys are matching.
Do you like being here? It is good to see you.
Recording.
You like my bag?
Simba!
Oh, this one I am actually pretty gutted that I didn't do. This was to play the Agent P game in Epcot, or the Wilderness Explorer one in Animal Kingdom. Now, we was going to play the Agent P one, but we wanted to do it as an actual, we go and to the parks to do it, and we was just there having a couple of drinks before Illumination, so we never did that. In the one at Animal Kingdom, I didn't actually go to Animal Kingdom that much, so I was pretty gutted that I never got to do this, so that is definitely on my bucket list for the next time I go. Number 18 was watch an outdoor movie at a Disney resort. We were supposed to do this on our first night, but we were so tired, like, it just never happened. So hopefully one day I might be able to do that, but if I ever do end up going back as a guest and I am in a Disney resort, the last thing I'm going to want to do on my evenings is watch a movie. So who knows. Oh, this one I really wanted to do, but just times just clashed and it just never ended up happening. This was Eat S'mores with Chip and Dale at Fort Wilderness Lodge. So basically there was a massive campfire where Chip and Dale came to visit, and you basically just paid and you had some s'mores. So that would have been really cute, but never got to do that one. And number 20, take a photo at every photographic wall. Now, I didn't take it at every photographic wall, but I did take them at, well, I took it at many at the purple wall. and if I can I will insert a few here. So I took some at the purple wall, I did the bubblegum wall, never found the toothpaste wall, and I did the flower wall at Pop Century Resort, and I also did the wall. I don't think this is on the list, but this is the wall going up to the Lounge Pavilion in Epcot. So it's just really cute stones, really nice background, and very, very photographic. So I did that, and if there's any more I will also insert them here, but I can't think off the top of my head what the other ones were. But I know there was a few in Animal Kingdom and I just never had any taken there, so yeah. This one I did a few times. This was visit Trader Sam at the Polynesian and have a cocktail. Oh my goodness, it was such a great time when we went. I went for the first time. Like, and I got my cocktail. You'll see on the video of when I go, but when you go to Trader Sam's, if you are coming from Britain to America, a lot of places in Disney World will just accept a driving license and a photograph of your passport. You have to have both. Obviously you can just take your passport, but you cannot just take your driving license. A lot of places just accept a photocopy of it, which is what I just shoved in my purse because it was just so much easier. But Trader Sam's wanted a digital copy. Now I had to trape through all my emails to try and find a digital copy. Luckily I had one, but that was stressful. I was like, I just want my cocktail, please. But anyway, and also, another tip for Trader Sam's. The cocktails are very strong. And if you don't like it, let them know. Because I was just drinking mine and I was just said to my friend, I was like, I don't really like this. And the bartender overheard, he was like, oh, do you want a different one? So he'd poured it away, so you can't cheat the system. They will pour it away, but then he gave me a brand new one. So it's expensive, so don't just stick with one you don't like. Because that was the thing, because it was rum, a lot of rum I do like, but sometimes it's just too strong for me. I'm not the biggest rum drinker, so I'm definitely glad that they were able to do that for me.
Where are we, Jem?
1, 2, 3.
Wake up, Shelley! Oh, Shelley!
Oh, my shell toes ready. You guys quiet down. Oh, you won't believe it, Skipper. It's a
So, Jem, what have you got?
Sorry.
Jeez, man.
So it's come some water.
Well, I've just had the pearl.
Had the pear.
Very nice and creamy, very tasty. And now I have the Rosita's Margarita.
I have the Rosita Margarita as well, and it is very, very strong. Ooh, did you guys like your drink?
I did. Me gusta mucho.
It's really cool in here. I do want to buy the Oa, but it's quite pricey. I just want them to spray water at us. They pretend it's raining, and it's really cool.
This one, 22, finish an entire turkey leg. I've not even tried a turkey leg, let alone finish one. I still really want to do that. One day I will try a turkey leg. This one I definitely did. This was number 23, buy all the merch associated with the ride or area that I work in. So not only did I buy the majority of the things which had the castle on, because that's my home park, I also bought a lot of the Haunted Mansion merchandise. Obviously I didn't buy the whole store because I'm not made of money, but I did buy a lot, and you can see what I bought in my haul video. But yeah, so I did buy a lot of the merchandise. And a lot of the time I was like, oh, it's got a castle on it. I worked at Magic Kingdom, I'm going to buy it. So I just kind of like used it as a sort of excuse, but it's all worth it. Number 24, take photos in my ears. So take photos in my ears with the representing character. Check. I managed to do this for all the ears that I managed to take with me. And I took a lot. So definitely if you can try and get some character inspired ears, they definitely appreciate it, although Peter Pan didn't. Not only did Peter Pan not acknowledge the Peter Pan ears, actually, yeah, but he didn't appreciate the Tink ones either. So, but Tinkerbell definitely did. So yeah, if you can, definitely try and get some inspired ears because the characters, I love them. Then number 25, I certainly did this. This was make sure I vlog. And most of the days off that I had, I'm pretty sure I did vlog them. There was a few rainy days which I was like, don't want my camera to get wet, put it away. But the majority of the time I did vlog. So I think I'm well into my editing right now, so I'm uploading them every Sunday at 5 o'clock. If you'd like to give them a little watch, there is a lot more to come, as I think I'm only halfway through my summer right now. I've still got the whole of August to get to edit and upload, but I have actually just enjoyed editing them and watching back all the memories that I made. It was really fun, and I definitely recommend doing the cultural exchange program if you can. I know applications for next summer have closed, but definitely if you can do the following summer, I highly recommend it. But that is all from me. That is my 25 items off my bucket list. Completed most of them. Wish I'd completed the rest, but can't do everything. And now I've got some fun things to do next time I go. So